Salida, Colorado, a small town nestled at the foot of the Rockies. Watching over this tiny mountain hamlet is an angel, the angel of Charbonneau. The ghostly image appears every spring when the snow melts. Why it appears is a mystery, but to this brother and sister, the angel is the symbol of someone very precious to them, their mother. It was a sunny day in June 1980. 8-year-old Kale and 5-year-old Brisha were playing at the park when their mother, Beverly England, left them with a friend, explaining she needed to meet with a woman. Beverly was never seen again.
I was 8 years old, and it was pretty hard.
It was 1 month to the day after my 5th birthday. Devastated.
Who would want to do harm to this pretty young mom? The day she disappeared, their dad found Beverly's car near the park, her shoes and purse still inside. But soon after her disappearance, ugly rumors started swirling.
There's talk about an affair, and that they were meeting each other to discuss it.
Kale and Brisha learned over the years their mom was accused of having an affair with another woman's husband.
If there's any truth to this outside affair or whatever, maybe she was in the way. And some sick soul decided that was the only way to get her out of the picture permanently.
Our Denver affiliate KDVR following the story. Only recently, detectives announced their father Dale is not a suspect. But Kale, who became a cop partly because of his mother's disappearance, says a cloud of doubt and whispers followed his dad since his mother vanished.
You could always feel an atmosphere of suspicion around our dad.
I believe he was under the microscope quite a bit, being a teacher and staying in that small town.
Beverly's disappearance remained one of Colorado's oldest mysteries, stumping police for years. Eventually, the case grew cold. Then, 12 years later, a secret is revealed. 400 feet down this steep mountain ravine, a scrap metal collector finds human remains.
Where they're found, it's really remote because of the terrain. I mean, it's pretty amazing that somebody found it.
He reports it to the sheriff's department, but incredibly, the findings fall through the cracks. No one alerts the Salida police, even though they had the unsolved missing persons case of Beverly England sitting on a shelf all these years.
I certainly wish in '92 that things would have gone a little bit different.
The sheriff sent the bones to a pathologist who wrongly assumed the remains were from a 100-year-old pioneer woman. From there, the pathologist sent the bones to a college lab where they sat for 23 more years.
Just luckily somebody stumbled on them and found them and gave us the opportunity to do what we're doing now.
From there, they went to a lab in Fort Worth where they used new DNA technology to determine the bones were Beverly's.
This technology did not exist in 1992, so when Beverly England went missing, and even when those remains were recovered, DNA was not being used for missing and unidentified cases.
After more than 35 years, the case is closer to being solved.
Families have always told us that we can never bring them closure, but we can give them answers.
With Beverly's DNA identified, detectives went back to the scene where her remains were found. It's there that cops say they found key evidence that could lead to an arrest, but they remain tight-lipped about what exactly it is.
I feel good that we may very well solve it.
I'm very hopeful, and I believe that they will end up making an arrest off of this.
Investigators have pinpointed a person of interest, but they won't reveal that person's identity.
I would say we're very confident we know what happened, and we're very confident we know who did it.
Brisha says there's no question that the person who killed her mother is a scorned wife and hopes that soon that person will be identified.
It's pretty important because me and my brother have done the time for this crime for the last 35 years. And somebody has gone on living their life with this nasty secret. My mom was the angel of Charbonneau after all.